Okay, folks. Rob back and doing something a little different this time. This is Molemen Must Die. Yes, it's not an 8-bit computer game. It's actually something a little more modern. A couple of disclaimers. It's actually by a good mate of mine. It's his debut game for his studio. Kind of thought I'd look at it because it's actually really fun, and I think if you appreciate retro action games, I think you'd appreciate this. Anyway, you're the titular character here. I'm sorry, I actually forgot her name. And her job is basically to escort this fancy bomb, as the Molemen have kind of angered El Presidente and decide to send off this insult revenge device. Now, I'll let you read into that what you will. But anyway, so basic idea is you just need to escort it. Basically, you're gonna end up dying. The big thing about it, of course, is the levels are procedurally generated, which, you know, is always great for challenge. And sort of mixing up with that is you collect your power-ups. Those blue orbs are for your multiplier, score multiplier. The green ones are XP. Getting the XP bar filled, you can sort of see a little mini green pie image located up top in the score panel. And that is lets you get new weapons. Anyway, so you can see the bomb's got my top score there. Yeah, I'm like 50th in the world. I'm not the best. Truth be honest, I actually play this with the keyboard, so I've got the joypad out for the sake of testing, and I really wish I was using the D-pad. But anyway, you can see the bomb's got my best score. Underneath that, the orange bar is your bomb health. So when the Molemen have destroyed the bomb, well, game over. And you also die if they kill you or you fall off the screen. And one of the things that's really good about this is, like, the weapon. So I've just switched from normal sort of pistol to the machine gun, and now I've got the fire shot. And I love this one because oops, yeah, those little trapdoors. Because it doesn't just, you know, shoot on your level, but you can shoot, like, you can take advantage of things like that, and you sort of get the creepy moles in the Molemen in the weird looks and cunnies like that. Anyway, that's another gun crate, rocket launcher, and we've completed the first section, if you will. Okay, let's get going. So, you know, everything gets, you know, different art. The other thing that's really cool for this, and I'll show you when I finish this game a bit, is that you actually get 3 perks, and you might have seen it very briefly in the background while I was starting the game up. Here we go. But those 3 perks actually randomize, and you get some really weird ones and some really good ones. Like, one of the ones that's really helpful is one that allows you to shoot from both sides at once. So it's like dual wielding, and that one becomes amazingly helpful. Then there's things that, like, ooh, I've just leveled up because now I've got a new weapon. Oh, okay, so shrapnel mine. Let's see what happens here. Oh, you dropped them. Alright. Oh, that was close. Stay with bomb. Yeah, you don't want to get too far with bomb. You can double jump, which is nice. But things get really chaotic. Now, there we go. I wonder what the control for that was on the gamepad. So I'm playing for PlayStation 4 pad. X is to jump, square is to shoot, yeah, and then the right 2 trigger is for your super bomb there. The screen that cleared the screen. What am I thinking? I think I've had a long day at work. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, oh, that was close. Damn. No. That's terrible. Anyway, that's one run. So there we go. We've got useless rainbow trail, half as many enemies, and explosive weapons. We've got all our stats. Texas's tailors. Anyway, so let's watch our... So it tells you our summaries. 48. Okay, I moved up in the world. I thought it was 50-something, but 48. Hey. So let's do this again. So we've got the rainbow trail, which is pretty much just fancy. Fancy. And I love the fact that the power-ups you do... Well, they're not really power-ups, they're perks. Because you can't really pick them. They're randomly assigned. So what happens is, you'll play a game, and it'll set you up with 3 perks. As you play games, it'll switch a perk out, so you basically rotate. If you want a retro example... Oh, that did not end well. If you want a retro example, think of the inventory slots in Treasure Island Dizzy. Haha, you would have. Alright. Oh. CD shops. They're dead anyway. I love the little elements of humor here. Matt is very, very kind of eccentric in that regard. And a good mate too, so I'm like glad to see this out there. Should mention, like I said, he is a good mate of mine, and I actually did help with some feedback during development, so I am a little biased in regards to this. I really need to stress that, because, you know, but if he wasn't involved, I didn't know anyone involved with this, I would still be having as much fun. It does appeal to me in a lot of ways, you know. Quick fix gameplay, great responsive controls, and just that unbridled sense of chaos and trying to find order within it. You know, it's something that, you know, as the kind of action games I enjoy playing, modern and retro and indie and AAA, I always like that element. You know, missed that power up. What do we got? Shields. Oh, armor. Shield. Very handy because it gives you an extra hit. Let's grab it. Let's grab some more stuff. You always want to be careful of those trapdoors because you need them, but you want to make sure you can actually control where you're going to land with them. Double jump. Oh, stuff's getting tense. And you're going to laugh because this is pretty much the early end. Early start nature of the game. Yeah, the fire shot. Take that, you vicious moment. But, you know, the point of the thing is, and I kind of love the subtext, is really, they're not the bad guys. You are. Like, think about it. You're deploying down. What you're doing is blasting them because they don't want to play ball with you, with the president. And the thing is, let's face it, for all we know, it could be one of those jerk presidents that is interested in things like crippling national infrastructure. You know? Oh, sorry, I'm getting a little into myself there. Face towards peace. You know, or, I don't know. You think of something. Oh, what have I done? What have I got? Oh, there we go. Gotta be careful with the minigun. Ah! No, that was close. Except there are a whole bunch of more people on my bomb. Get off my bomb! I may not like that I have to do this job, but I still have to do it. You know? It's like having to do tech support at ridiculous hours in the morning. Ah! That was a terrible run. Oh, yeah, random rocket when you fire. That can only go badly. Let's do one more run. Not the beard wax retailers. There's some good humor. There is some great humor in this game, which I really love as well. The first achievement. So I should mention, this is obviously on Steam. Right now it's definitely on Windows and the Mac, because obviously I'm playing it on a Mac and I've tested it. And I believe they're running tests for Linux support if you happen to be using Linux or Steam OS. You'll have to check the Steam page. There'll be a description. And I do have to admit, I forgot how much it is. I think it's $3 to $5, so it's pretty cheap. Which, you know, coffee for a great action game. Ah, that was a daft move. A coffee for a great action game. Let's do one more run. Coffee for a great action game. Yeah, you should go follow them if you use Twitter. They're good people. Anyway. Great action, you know, I think it's worth money. Random rocket in action. And, ooh, I should have read the perk, because I like this one. Glorious. See, one of the things I love is, you know, independent developers can get away with crazy stuff like this. And that's why, you know, I guess deep down, I kind of think of indie developers as sort of the next wave of the old school 8-bit, you know, especially Euro 8-bit developers, where it's just like, you know, whatever crazy element works. And this is chaos, and it is beautiful chaos. So I should be honest, this is the first time I've tried this kind of setup. I haven't, you know, this is kind of the streaming setup when I used to do a few streams now and then before I did it on hardware, and it was a good bit of fun getting it to work. But I think, actually it's not, because I ditched OBS because it was giving me problems and it couldn't get a good frame rate from recording this, because so many effects. One of the things that's turned on by default is sort of like the VHS style filters, and it's just like, they do not work for me on this poor Mac, which is, you know, coming up 5 years old. And I've just been a little lazy to upgrade, really. I've put my upgrades elsewhere. And I probably should get around to giving the machine an upgrade, because I certainly feel like I need it with some of the stuff on YouTube. Trust me. Let alone development. I've noticed a bit with working on Backfire. Oh, it's starting to chop out a bit there now. Oh, okay. Moles! District 83G. Ah! Alright. I don't know how this is going to look on the footage, but right now it's starting to drop a fair few frames. My poor MacBook Pro. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, like I said, it's on Windows. I tested it briefly. I had to just test some safe synchronizing. Briefly booted up my work PC. It's all, you know, all solid, all fine. And oh my goodness, that is a lot of chaos. And you know, small indie teams are well worth supporting. Oh gosh. I think I might need to not fire so much. It's like fireworks going off. Oh, and I beat my score. That's lovely. Well, I think this. Oh. And again, the scoring mechanic is really about you multiplying. Yeah, no chaining or anything. You just keep blasting moles, collect those XP and multiplier tokens, and they've boosted up. And funnily enough, I do believe I'm playing better. I've had my best run, because compared to, you know, I tell you, it's funny when I'm doing it with the retro stuff, and I'm doing it again with the modern game. But best run on video for you folks. So let's keep going. I do not think I'm going to do any better than this. Ooh, third section. Now, this is definitely something I haven't done. I don't think I've seen the third. I mean, it's procedural, so it's not the same level every time. Stay with bomb. Yes, I know game. I'm staying with the bomb. I'm staying in this nice little shelving blasting moles. Ooh, got a new level. That means it must be something for the level generator. Ah, no! 896,000. I was hoping I'd crack 1 million. Bob speed boosters, bouncy weapons, random rocket. Rank 26. I wonder how long I'm gonna hold it for. I reckon I'm gonna call it a wrap there. So this is Molemen Must Die. There is a link in the description. I would recommend you check it out if you like retro action games. Kind of really nicely done. Yeah, I know, as I've said, it's by a mate of mine, but it's a really fun game. I would have covered it anyway. I was gonna do this. Now this is kind of first pass it, something a little different. So let me know what you think. I like the idea of doing this every so often with a weird little indie game that, you know, might be interesting if you like retro stuff like the main bulk of the channel. I mean, this is not going to interfere with the regular Friday video, so don't be afraid if that's the case. Do check it out. Do let me know what you think if you want to see like videos like this from time to time. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching new videos on Retro Games Friday. And as always, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.